On a stormy night in a small town, billionaire William drove his shiny car along rain-slick roads. Suddenly, his car broke down near an old park. Outside, he saw a tired woman in a worn coat walking slowly in the heavy rain. She carried a small boy on her back named Connor. Though they had little, the woman, Monica, always helped anyone in need. William, known for his kind heart despite his great wealth, stopped to offer help. He saw that Monica was brave for coming out in such a storm and decided to hire her to work at his large estate. He believed that giving someone a chance would bring hope to their hard life. Monica had kept a secret since she was a little girl. In her village, people told old tales about a strange remedy. They said that a strong burst of cold water in the rain could wash away deep pain and make someone strong again. Monica believed that if she could show a miracle, it would help her son, who had been very weak and sick for a long time. She hoped that by doing this act, she could create a new life for herself and for Connor. On one very rainy day, Monica decided to try the old remedy. Under dark, heavy skies, she carried Connor outside. Following the tale exactly as she remembered, she began to move her hands carefully along his legs. In her nervous hurry to show that the miracle healing had come, Monica made a terrible mistake. While stepping near a puddle, her foot hit a hidden rock. In that sudden moment, her actions caused a hard push that made Connor fall badly. The fall left his legs very hurt, and soon it became clear that he could not move them any longer. His small body was now paralyzed from that day forward. William, who had watched the accident silently from a distance, felt a mix of sorrow and worry. The event changed the calm night into one of heartbreak, and soon the terrible news spread around town. People would remember this day as the moment when a desperate idea led to a forever loss. The story, known by its striking name, reminded everyone that even a kind rescue on a rainy night can lead to sorrowful surprises. William rushed Connor to the hospital where doctors worked hard to help him. In the quiet hallways of the grand estate, questions began to form about Monica's secret and her choices. Monica, filled with regret and trembling with sorrow, sat outside the hospital, wishing she could take back her shocking act. The silence of that rainy night held promises of more hard choices and secrets that were yet to be revealed. As the night deepened, the hospital lights flickered, and mysterious footsteps echoed in the long corridors. The future of Connor, Monica, and William now hung in the balance, and every heart in the town wondered what would happen next. The hospital halls were quiet after the shocking news, and the heavy rain had finally slowed to a gentle drizzle. In the early morning light, William walked slowly through the mansion's garden, lost in his thoughts. His heart was filled with worry about Connor, and his mind raced with questions about the old secret that Monica had trusted so deeply. Inside his study, William found a dusty letter hidden in an old book. The letter told a story of a special remedy from long ago, a belief that a brave act in the rain could heal deep hurts. William never thought such old tales could be true, but now, seeing Monica's desperate choice, he wondered if there was more to the story. The letter hinted that the remedy was linked to an old family secret, one hidden for many years. At the hospital, Monica sat in the garden with her eyes fixed on the soft puddles that reflected the gray sky. Every raindrop reminded her of that fateful moment when her hope to heal Connor went wrong. Thinking of her own childhood in a small town, she remembered old pictures of her mother next to a well. In one of those pictures, a strange symbol was visible, a symbol that matched the seal on the mysterious envelope that had been left by Connor's bed. The memory of that secret made her heart ache with regret and fear of what lay ahead. William's determination grew as the day passed. He decided to uncover the truth hidden in the dusty pages of the past. That very afternoon, he discovered a small, forgotten room in his mansion. Inside, there were many old photographs and letters. One faded letter mentioned a name and a promise from many years before. A promise that hinted at a connection between his family and the legendary remedy Monica had believed in. Each piece of the puzzle made the mystery bigger, and William felt that the secret of that rainy night might change not only Connor's future, but the fate of them all. Later, a sudden gust of wind swept through the mansion and carried a sealed note right to William's hand. The note, marked with the same wax seal as the earlier envelope, urged him to go to the Old Town Library. It said that the answers he needed could be found among the ancient records hidden on dusty shelves. With hope and worry mixing in his heart, William planned his journey to the library for the next morning. The town library stood like a silent guardian of old secrets among weathered stone walls. As William stepped inside, the soft sound of pages turning and the smell of old paper filled the air. In the quiet corners of the library, he began to read about legends and old cures. Every book and every faded map whispered clues of the past, a past where nature and mystery met, and where a single brave act in the rain could change a life forever. The mystery of that rainy night was far from over. Now guided by the hidden letter and the town's ancient records, William felt the weight of a secret that could unlock both hope and sorrow. In the quiet hum of the library, William discovered a faded drawing in a brittle book. The drawing showed a great oak tree beside a clear pond with a rare blue flower at its roots. The book said that when the rain fell in just the right way, that blue flower could heal deep hurt and bring hope to those in need. William's heart filled with both hope and worry for little Connor as he clutched the fragile drawing. William left the library with the ancient drawing and the letter in hand. Outside, the rain came down steadily, and every drop seemed to whisper secrets from a long-forgotten time. Step by step through the damp streets of his estate, he thought about the story. He wondered if the old remedy could really work, and if the blue flower still bloomed near a hidden place from his family's past. With cautious determination, he planned to visit the mysterious grounds where these secrets might lie. Not far from the mansion, Monica sat by a hospital window, watching the soft rain trickle down. Her eyes drifted to an old worn photograph in her hand, a picture of a bright blue flower beside a towering tree. That image brought back memories of her childhood and a secret her mother had once shared. In that memory, hope flickered, despite her deep regret over what had happened to Connor. On his walk back from the library, William encountered Calvin, a gentle old historian with a look of quiet wisdom. Calvin often spent his days among dusty books and ancient maps in the town library. His careful study of local legends gave him insight into many mysteries. Although no words were exchanged, a silent understanding passed between the two men, a promise to join forces in unraveling the secrets that might one day help little Connor. Together, William and Calvin made a plan to travel to the old grounds outside town, where wild nature still held the mysteries of the past. William packed the faded drawing and the letter along with other small notes from the library. Every step toward the unknown felt like a new piece of a puzzle coming together. The gentle, steady rain over the quiet earth carried hints of ancient magic with each drop. As midnight approached, empty streets shimmered under the rain, and soft lights glimmered against dark corners. The night was filled with hidden paths and secrets waiting to be found. With a heart full of determination, William and Calvin prepared to leave for the fabled lands beyond, where nature and long ago stories might hold the cure for Connor. Deep in the forest, William and Calvin followed a narrow, slippery path under the soft glow of the moon and the gentle drumming of the rain. The old map led them to a wide clearing where a giant oak tree stood proudly. Its strong branches stretched high into the sky, and beneath it lay a clear, still pond that mirrored the cloudy night. Near the water's edge, hidden by bright green ferns and delicate drops of rain, a single blue flower bloomed like a hidden treasure. With quiet care, William knelt beside the flower, while Calvin studied the markings on a weathered stone nearby. The flower's soft glow reminded them of the ancient stories found in the dusty books at the library. The legend said that this rare bloom had the power to heal deep hurts, a power that might bring hope for little Connor. The clear water and the gentle light of the flower warmed their hearts, even as the cool night reminded them of the heavy secret they carried. Surrounded by whispering trees and the sound of rain, the forest felt as if it was alive with secrets. As the two men took in the scene, a steady breeze stirred the air, scattering leaves and revealing a crumbling stone path. The path, marked by ancient carvings and tangled ivy, connected the oak tree to another hidden part of the forest. It seemed to tell a story of long-forgotten guardians and mysterious rites from a time when nature held magic in every drop of rain and every bloom of a flower. As they carefully stepped onto this uncovered trail, a soft rustling came from deeper among the trees. The sound, gentle yet persistent, made them pause, asking silent questions about who or what might be watching from the shadows. The forest around them was filled with quiet voices in the rustle of leaves and the murmur of water over stones. Every sound fueled both wonder and a gentle fear that danger might be near, yet it also whispered hints of hope and ancient healing powers. William clutched the faded drawing and the secret letter closer, while Calvin's eyes followed the mysterious stone pathway that led further into the unknown. Each step forward along the vine-covered corridor unveiled more of the forest's hidden language, a language written in moss, stone, and the soft glow of the blue flower. The journey, woven with silence, mystery, and the promise of healing, had only just begun. The rustling in the bushes grew louder as the mysterious shadow approached once more. A gentle, graceful figure emerged from behind thick, wet ferns. She was an elderly woman with kind eyes and a shawl that clung to her in the rain. Her presence made the forest feel both safe and filled with secrets. It was clear she was a guardian of the old lore, sent to help with the mystery of the blue flower and the ancient remedy. Without a word, the guardian moved slowly toward a cluster of tall, moss-covered trees. In a quiet gesture, she pointed toward a hidden path that led to a small glade. The path was lined with ancient stones, each etched with symbols that matched those found in the faded drawing William had discovered. Calvin and William exchanged silent looks of wonder and relief. The guardian seemed to be guiding them to a place where the old legends could be understood. They followed the hidden path beneath the watchful eyes of towering trees. The ground was soft and dripping with rain, and each step felt like a walk back in time. Soon they reached a quiet glade where a large stone structure lay half buried in vines. The stone held a mysterious inscription that had begun to glow in the dim light. It read, almost as if by magic, "The cure lies in the truth of the old blood, and only when the pure heart listens will the sacred act restore what is broken." The gentle glow of the inscription revealed more symbols, and the blue flower nearby shivered in a gentle breeze, as if it understood the secret words. As they stepped closer, a small, glowing orb of light drifted from behind the stone. The orb floated slowly, dancing in the cool air. Its soft light made the ancient script shimmer and hinted at hidden meanings yet to be discovered. Every part of the quiet glade whispered promises of forgotten truths and hidden cures. The guardian remained still in the background, watching over the two men as they carefully examined the glowing inscription. William felt a mix of hope and fear. He believed the letter and the drawing were pieces of a larger secret that could one day help young Connor, but the path forward was shrouded in mystery. Calvin gently traced the worn symbols on the stone with his fingers, hoping to unlock a clue that would bring healing. The silent orb dimmed as it floated toward a narrow opening in the stone wall. Behind that opening, the soft flicker of another light beckoned them onward. The forest, now alive with the murmur of ancient secrets, seemed to hold its breath. Each step they took led them deeper into a mystery where nature, history, and hope were intertwined. The guardian's steady presence reminded them that they were guided by old wisdom. As the cool night air filled with the sound of dripping rain, the stone pathway continued beyond the glade. More symbols, more whispered clues awaited discovery in the darkness. Each sign urged William and Calvin to move forward, toward an answer that might mend both the past and the pain of the present. The quiet glow of the blue flower, the fading light of the orb, and the gentle instruction of the old guardian all spoke of a secret that was only half revealed. Under the soft glow of the ancient stone, the guardian began a silent ritual. She gently took the blue flower and pressed it against a small stream flowing from the hidden spring. The water shimmered with a soft blue light, as if it carried the magic of many old years. William and Calvin carefully filled a small bowl with this water, their hearts filled with quiet hope. They hurried back to the hospital with the glowing water in hand. Monica, who had spent many long nights full of regret, joined them with a heavy heart. In the quiet hospital room, the special water was poured over Connor's pale legs. Slowly, as the magical water seeped into his skin, a warm light seemed to spread. The doctors watched in amazement as Connor's fingers twitched and his toes curled ever so slightly, a sign that the healing had begun. Days turned into weeks, and every day there were small but real improvements in Connor. His legs grew stronger, and soon he could lift his head and even wiggle his toes. Monica looked on with tears of relief and gratitude. Even William and Calvin smiled quietly, believing that the lost hope had been replaced with